everyone. Welcome to another episode of DNA. I'm Dee.
And I am A. It's very good to see you all.
Yes, it is. We have a very special guest today. She works behind the scenes very hard for our show called 8 News at 9, which you probably heard. We want to introduce our producer, MaryCatherine. Hello.
Hi.
MaryCatherine is a married Catherine now.
I am.
Tell us what, look at that. Look at that bling.
Look at this bling.
Tell us what you just did and where you just were.
I just got married on October 11th at the John Marshall Ballrooms in Richmond. It was amazing. My husband, his name is Alfred. It feels crazy. I'm still not used to calling him husband because I called him fiance and boyfriend so much, but that is us moments after we just said I do and all the vows and the ceremony and the kiss and all that stuff. So we did that on the 11th, and then we promptly left the day after to go on our honeymoon, and we did a train ride up through DC and Boston and back, and then we got back this past Saturday, and now we're just married.
Just married.
We're just hanging out. We're just like married. I see him all the time.
And you were saying, you were telling me earlier this morning that you guys are, I mean, you moved in together now. You're living as a married couple, and you're still kind of getting used to rhythms because you wake up really early.
Yes, I wake up. Well, now I wake up at 3 a.m., which is actually 30 extra minutes of sleep, which is lovely for me. Mm-hmm. So last night was the first night that we like prepped for me to go to work. And we both got in bed at 8 p.m. because he was like, I'm just going to try it. It's like, okay, honey, you do what you got to do. And we were both in bed at 8 p.m. and I fell asleep. And then he was just like tossing and turning all night. I think he was probably anxious. And he told me this morning when he called me, when he woke up, that he was worried he was going to disrupt my sleep by hitting me or like elbowing me or something. So he was like, I tried to like keep scooching closer to the edge of the bed, and then I couldn't sleep because I was too far to the edge. And then he was like, I just got so anxious I was going to wake you up. And I was like, well, you did keep me up all night by being anxious. So we both slept terribly last night, but I think we're also still riding the high of just like married life.
Yeah.
So he was like chipper this morning when he called me, and I've had a great day so far. So
I feel like that's one of the things, especially with our schedule and just living with a significant other, living with family, is just the weirdness of our schedule. But you, Autumn, you can survive with less sleep, I think, than I can.
Yeah, as long as I have a nap in the afternoon, I'm fine. So I think it's the adrenaline of getting up and knowing it doesn't matter, you have to be on TV at 4:30. You just get up and go. But I will say, living with other people, they are considerate of your schedule.
Yes.
So sometimes I think Alfred will see, he will kind of start going to sleep a little bit earlier.
I kind of think that
it could go either way, honestly.
I don't know. He's like dead set on going to bed when I go to bed. And I'm like, but 8 p.m. is so early for like a regular human, I feel like, to go to bed.
Yeah, and you know, my husband has a quote normal 9 to 5. I'm gonna call him out. Last night I woke up at 2:30 and he's scrolling on his phone. I'm like, you literally just climbed into bed, did you? He doesn't even try to hide it. But then other days he does try to get to bed early. So you guys will figure it out. You'll find out the rhythm. And to me, it just sounds like he's obviously very excited to be your husband. He just wants to spend time with you, even if it means you're sleeping, kind of.
It was like, so we got in bed at 8. I started reading because I've also never had like this type of routine with him before. So my routine when I was living just by myself was get my Kindle, read for like 15 minutes, and then I'm out. I just fall asleep. But that didn't happen because I was reading and I just kept noticing. I was like, oh my gosh, he's like right there. and he'd be like, you okay? I'd be like, doing fine. And be like, you okay? He'd be like, yeah. And then I was like, all right, well, I can't sleep, so like maybe I'll just like cuddle up a little bit. So I like cuddled up, and he was like, oh, this is nice.
You're so like, funny.
Yeah, this is great.
He was just there.
Yeah, he was just, we literally had this moment yesterday. We just kept looking at each other, and we were like, we just like live together. And you're like always there because we hadn't lived together until the honeymoon was like our introduction into fully all the time just living together. And so it's just been like a constant reminder of like, I don't have to you don't have to leave. I don't have to leave. That's crazy.
Tonight you're gonna be like, you come here often?
That's right. Exactly. Sometimes he'd just be looking at me and I'd be like, what? And he'd be like, you just live here. I'm like, I do. I do
sounds
live
like
here.
Sweet.
Well, you both looked incredible, and we are
Thank you.
so happy for you. And we're happy you're back. It seems like our
you.
team is back together in the best way. So
yeah. And it was a smooth transition back in. It felt like pretty smooth.
Yeah.
I was worried because when you get off this schedule and come back, it's just a difficult transition sometimes to be like out of vacation mode. But I also had the like mindset of just like, I gotta make money. So I gotta get up. I'm real tired, but I'm gonna make this latte that I perfected. And I'm going to go to work and it's gonna be fine. And I got to see you guys. So like I did miss seeing you guys and laughing in the morning, and
we miss
and all
you
that
too.
stuff,
We miss
so.
your energy, that's for sure. I would equate when you come back from vacation, especially on this shift, it's like a jet lag. So I'm glad you're not experiencing the morning jet lag.
Thank you.
Yeah. Anything else to add?
Do you have any wedding planning advice?
Oh.
Wedding planning advice.
Oh yeah, that's a good one for you.
So I did it all with my mom, and I think the biggest advice I have is do it all early, because once the day comes, you'll feel so much more relaxed knowing like, oh yeah, I finished my cake like 3 months ago. Like I don't have to worry about that. Or like, I don't know. I just feel like the day came and I was like, I'm not worried about anything, because I had a checklist running with my mom and with Alfred, and we were just constantly checking things off. And to be able to see it and say like, okay, we got all of these things done. The day of, I was just like, I should be anxious right now, but I'm not. And that was a great feeling to have. All I had to worry about was like, feed myself, drink water, like make sure people know when I need something. Like, not that I was like selfish that day, but I was taking like this extra step to be like, I'm hungry. Somebody please get me a
You're
snack
the bride.
right now.
It's your day. You should be pampered.
And everybody was so accommodating. So my biggest advice would be to just try and get it all done early, because I felt like I was done by March with most things, and then the last like 3 weeks, bam, 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 things will happen, like payments and things like that. But if you have everything else out of the way, that's like the least of your worries.
That's good advice.
Yeah.
I think it says a lot too when you're at peace on your wedding day. You
I
want
was
good
so
vibes.
peaceful.
Good.
I was talking to Melissa Chase in the bathroom just a minute ago when I was filling my water, and she was like, "Congrats!" and I was like, "Thanks." She was like, "How was it?" and I was like, "That was like just the most beautiful day I've ever had. Just peaceful." And I know so many. You hear the horror stories. You see the horror stories in TV shows or movies or whatever. I was like, "This could go wrong. This could go wrong. This could go wrong." And then when the day came, I was like, "Everyone's just so lovely, joyful, and happy.
Everything's going right.
Everything's going right. I got nothing to complain about." So yeah. It was a dream. I still think about it every day.
You will.
Forever.
You will.
I was gonna say forever and ever.
And on your anniversary, you will look at the photos and
know.
videos like I do, and you'll probably cry, because it's going to bring you back to the best day ever. But
know.
we are so excited for you, and we are so glad you're back.
Thank you. Glad to be back.
All right. We're going to take a quick short break. To DNA, I'm D.
I'm A.
All right, another big thing happening as we look ahead to this week in Richmond is Richmond Restaurant Week. I'm going to bring in our handy dandy browser. So essentially, more than 24 restaurants across the city are offering a 3-course meal for around $35. And $5.25, I believe, from each meal is then donated to Feed More, and they have a bunch of different programs that they donate to. So
yeah, that's an amazing deal because these restaurants are really good. If we could do a quick scroll so people can see. Got Harry's, your faves.
Yeah, Juleps, you just had your rehearsal dinner there, right?
I just had my rehearsal dinner there. It was delicious.
Is there anything on the menu that you really like?
Bananas Foster is so good. It was delicious. Chocolate torte also good.
Okay, so you're
also,
here for the
crab
desserts.
Cake good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we had Southern Kitchen on the show recently, so we know their food is
So delicious. I love Terrence as well. It looks like they're downtown and their West End location.
Terrence
the Daily too. Yeah. So lots of for $35. That's a steal.
Yeah, and let me just look at. So if you click on each restaurant, it kind of shows a rundown of. That's your show, MaryCatherine. Of the menu, and I believe usually each restaurant has like a special menu for Restaurant Week as well.
Yeah.
And when does this start?
Starts today. Already happening and
now?
runs through Sunday, I believe.
Okay.
And on their website, this is rrweek.com. And you can see how much money that they have raised. It says they've raised over $1 million.
Wow.
Feed More has through this. So this is pretty incredible. It's been, I think, since 2001.
Yeah,
so.
we do a lot of stories with Feed More, so we know how impactful they are in the community. So win-win for everybody. You go get food, and then that in turn gets other people some food too.
There you go. And I believe we also have this information on a web story. If you go to our website, wrc.com, we have the link that has a link to this website where you can check out all the restaurants and learn more about some of the hunger relief organizations that you'd be helping out. But is there anything else we're missing for DNA today, y'all?
I do not believe so. It's beautiful weather outside. I don't have to do the weather today.
Autumn does
though
the
I
weather.
know.
Can I do the weather?
Do you want to do the weather? I don't have the forecast up.
It's going to be nice today.
It is.
Through Friday.
There you go. Storm
Sun.
track rate meteorologist MaryCatherine.
Breeze.
There you go.
All right.
All right, y'all. Well, we want to thank you for joining us, and we will see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.